Well, greetings, YouTube model people. How's it going? Okay, coming at you here with an update regarding my 2022 big rig group build, and it's been a slow go with this guy here, but finally we're starting to get some time in on it, and some things are coming along pretty well. This is, of course, the AMT Autocar dump truck, and the big rig group build for 2022 is technically over. It really ended in just about mid-June, right? So, but many people who didn't finish are still continuing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm continuing. This will definitely be done approximately, I'm saying, unless we have some major issues within the next, 20 to 30 days, I'm guessing. So enough of that stuff. Let's just show you what we've been working on. So we painted the interior. We're going with this brown, and I'm kind of regretting the color choice. It's a bit darker than I was hoping maybe to do, but honestly, I don't think it's going to make a big deal, a difference. But yeah, and then we have the dashboard going here. We just literally a few moments ago painted in the black dials. We had to go back over with a wash, not a wash, but a dry brush over the instruments to get some of that to show up, and also some chrome around the edges to see what we can do to bring out some of that detail. The basically battery boxes are primed. This is the Tamiya Red Oxide, and I went with Tamiya Red Oxide because this is it. All this kit, basically, except for the chrome and clear parts, are all molded in white styrene, right? So the color I'm using, or the colors against the white styrene, is going to be pretty tough. I'm afraid of pull away, especially for the gloss coat stuff. So we primed everything first in the red oxide. So this is one of the two battery boxes and other things. What's really cool, we all have so many criticisms of AMT kits overall, but especially their big rig kits. Well, let me just tell you that every now and again, they definitely get something right. And that is the fuel tanks, because guess what? They give you these wonderful little discs of, and not only is it good detail on the edges, but it is obviously doesn't show a seam, right? The seam is hidden up here, or not hidden, but it's kind of buried up this side and on the bottom. And when it's mounted, you really can't see it. So bravo to AMT for figuring that out, because there's a lot of companies, Revell, Larry, a bunch of them who do big rigs, and they have a seam right down the middle of the tank. So there you go. There's one thing they've done right. This is just painted in gloss black, Tamiya gloss black, and it is awaiting. We were supposed to get it tonight. The Spastix chrome over the top of this. And what happened was, I was just outside tonight and I was shaking the can, and it somehow shook right out of my hand and smashed onto the ground and broke the nozzle. So it is unusable. Luckily, it was toward the end, because that stuff is not cheap. So we're going to be a little delayed to get some of that to paint these fuel tanks. Now on to the most exciting part, which is the color of the truck itself is going to be this TS54 Tamiya light metallic blue. And what I'm going for on this, guys, is most people go after a work truck look, and dirty and used and all that, and that's awesome, because that's probably what it should be most of the time, right? But I love doing weathered projects. I could certainly build something that's a little more weathered and beaten up better than I can clean builds, that's for sure. However, when I saw this, I wanted to do something a bit different. So I'm doing what's basically like a glam truck, a show truck, but it still gets used, but it's just highly, showy and maintained to the umpteenth degree. So what we're going with, again, the cab and all the main parts of the truck are going to be this TS54, and the cab has been painted. I did that earlier today. That is just one beautiful smooth coat of pink color, and I am not going to put a second coat on that. That is perfectly covered, because our weather today couldn't have been better for spray painting. So during lunch here working from home, I was able to take some time and paint this, and whether we're going to put a clear coat on there is undetermined. And if you're wondering, I know also the battery box and some of these other pieces are going to be fenders and such are all going to be in the blue, right? So only chrome is going to be in the areas of chrome, and the wheels, rims, wheels are going to be in chrome. You know, the fuel tanks are going to be in chrome. You know, it's going to be chromed up a bit, right? Being a showy looking truck. Front hood is done, glued. Unfortunately, you had to glue 3 pieces together to get it to look like this, and that's kind of annoying. So whatever, we have it. We'll see how it all works. So probably need some adjustments. So that's it for now, folks. Sorry, we're just kind of babbling. It's the end of a long day. So just wanted to put an update out here. I haven't put one up in a while for the big rig. So this is where we're at, and we shall hopefully have an update for you in about a week. Okay, cheers.